Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your April reading. I know we're getting close to the middle of April, and the energies have been a little wacky and weird, and things aren't really calming down. So it's really just about allowing yourself to look at everything and kind of embrace all of it, and know and recognize that when you're centered and you're focused and you have the direction that you're going in and nobody can deter that, that everything is going to be just fine. But even the most optimistic of Sagittarians can fall into, a trap of fear just because of like money things or just any reason, really. So, this is going to be kind of a really big month of illusions, and there's going to be a lot of chaos going on, and people aren't really going to know what direction that they want to go in or where they're going. So it's very important that your arrow is pointed where you want to go. We have that Aries new moon that was happening for you in the, what was that? The 5th house. So showing up for yourself in a lot of big ways. Oh, wow. Okay. Showing up for yourself in a lot of ways. And the 5th house is really about tapping into that childlike, that really heart-centered, childlike kind of play that we all really want to be in. And so whatever it is that's not bringing joy in your life, whatever it is that it has been weighing on you, it's not benefiting. Whatever it is that's not benefiting you, I feel like it's really time to start to release that. We have attachments to things and we have expectations for things and stuff like that throughout our lives because of safety and comfort and security. And it's absolutely okay to do that, but we don't want to do it to that detriment. So I feel like there are some things that you're sort of, you're just sort of having to look at in a way for you to process it instead of being able to control how things are going to work out and how things are going to go. We have the 5 of Cups. Not sure why it's not focusing. Maybe it will eventually. And then we have the Emperor and the 7 of Swords. This is all on the top row. So it's like you're coming into April. It's almost as if you're coming into April wanting to control the way things go because you don't want to, you don't want to have to feel that heartache. You don't want to have to feel that kind of deception, that pain, but also this can really keep you stuck. It can keep you stuck in a mindset that things aren't going to get better, that it's just like getting harder to, get to where you're going and all of those things. So I love that the first card on the bottom is the Wheel of Fortune, because this is the Jupiter card, right? This is very Jupiterian. There we go. See, sometimes it focuses. So the Wheel of Fortune means that things are changing, and you're really the best way for all of this to happen is, again, focusing on your journey and how you want things to look and how you want your future to turn out. I feel like you're there's this boundary thing that you're doing because you're really tired of being taken advantage of. The 7 of Swords very much feels like, and maybe this is at work because this Emperor feels like the one that's taking advantage of you. This could also be an Aries energy, but it also feels like a boss that might be taking advantage of you. And I feel like that's changing. Like for some of you, you really want to get a new job or you want to have a different job. And that's going to be the thing. That's going to be something that happens, or the money's going to show up somewhere else. So we have the Wheel of Fortune in the bottom. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And then we have the Page of Cups. I almost want to say that this very much feels like you saying, I want more. I want more than the bare minimum. I want more than what I've been getting. I want more than, what the energy, what the world has been giving back to me. I just want more. And, when you make a declaration like that, especially Sagittarius energy, especially when you put it out into the universe and you say, this is what I want, and you make that declaration, you can make it happen. But you have to also believe that that's going to be the thing that's happening, right? You put the declaration out there and not actually believe it, and you laugh and you think it's a whole giant joke, then the universe is going to be like, all right, well, I guess you didn't really want it that bad to begin with. That's not really how it exactly works, but for the sake of making things a little bit easier, your energy, when you hear the phrase, your energy goes, or your energy goes where your focus is, right? So whatever it is that you're focusing on, if you're focusing on all of those negative things, if you're focusing all of that betrayal from the past, then you're going to keep on learning those lessons of not having those kinds of people around you, the ones that constantly betray you. You're going to learn those lessons until you get it. And the reason why the lessons have to be difficult sometimes is because sometimes we just don't get it. And a lot of times, because Sagittarians are so optimistic, we give chances, right? You'll give a chance to people over and over again. And some of you are like, no, that's not going to happen. But there's definitely a fine line of allowing yourself to live in a past where you see all the betrayal and you don't allow yourself to move out of that, and you just kind of sit in that and you live in that all the time. And there's a huge difference between that and looking at your past, accepting it for what it was, allowing yourself to process all of the wounds and trauma and bullshit that you had to go through, and then moving on. And that feels like what's happening here. And it's funny that all comes up because if this is a work situation, or if this is something that very much feels like you've been putting a lot of time and effort into something and you don't really feel like you're getting anything in return from it, and it almost feels like somebody else is sort of in charge of it, then it's time for you to expand yourself a little bit more. Because the Sagittarians that are putting all of their energy into other people getting rich are going to really regret it coming up here, so whatever this Page of Cups is, whatever it is that you're desiring, it's really time for you to focus on that, instead of, because the Page of Cups can very much be like, I want, I need, I desire, like the whiny, like, why am I so unlucky? Why is the universe treating me this way? Right? It's very much like, I want somebody else to fill my cup. I want somebody else to bring something into me. When in reality, the way that you're going to fill your cup is if you do it for yourself. Nobody else is going to be able to do that for you. It'll all be very temporary. Right? So, yeah, it feels just very much like you're moving away from the shifty behavior. You're moving away from the shifty behavior. And yeah, I think that's going to change a lot for you. So really looking forward to getting into the extended and looking deeper into the astrology. So yeah, I see you guys there. Have a wonderful April. Love you.